Not hostile at all.
And follow my finger with your eyes and your eyes only.
You're crazy, man.
No, I'm a police
Why don't
sergeant.
you back up and get on my space?
So, just want to check and make sure that you're not breaking the law by being under the influence of alcohol in public.
I think you need to get out of my face and stop approaching me. Do me a favor, keep your distance.
So, I'm going to detain you now at this point.
Welcome back to We the People University. My name is Abaya Israel, former police officer, former sheriff's deputy. Today we're taking a look at the Chico Police Department located in California. As we should all do, this cameraman decided to begin filming once he saw another fellow citizen pulled over by the police. Even though he did make a comment or two to the driver and to the officers, the Supreme Court case Hill versus City of Houston held that your words alone cannot be deemed obstruction or hindering a police officer. In other words, your freedom of speech is constitutionally protected. Upon hearing these words uttered by the cameraman, the sergeant couldn't help but reveal his inner tyrant by approaching the cameraman and using blatant intimidation tactics. Continue to watch until the end of the video as much more information about the incident is revealed. This video is brought to you by the YouTube channel Cali Tito, who received this video via his Instagram to be shared to bring attention to the tyranny that is taking place in Chico. Now let's get back to the video.
Hey, why are you guys doing traffic stops in unmarked cars? Why are you guys performing traffic stops in unmarked cars? Thank you for talking to me, I appreciate it.
We're sworn police officers with violent suppression unit. We're out here looking for guys who are doing bad illegal things. This guy, we were on a traffic stop before.
I'm gonna back up just a little bit if you don't mind.
This guy drove by us about 7 miles per hour at the school zone, so that's why we stopped him. It's forward facing red light with the operational siren. For the vehicle code, we're allowed to make these routes before the stop. Have a nice day.
What if I have another question? So,
He's gonna be parking this vehicle to make sure he comes.
all right. I'm not gonna impede your investigation. I just wanted to know. Apparently, this guy just confessed to making a traffic stop in an unmarked vehicle. So. This guy probably doesn't know any better, but Officer Baldy over there trying to fucking intimidate. No. Very kind of them to park his car. How's it going?
Good, how you doing, man?
Good. A little concerned about traffic stops in unmarked cars, though. And I'm concerned about Baldy over there coming up super hostile, too. Bro, lawyer up, unmarked car, unlawful traffic stop. Tell Baldy to fuck off. You too, bud.
Do note, at this point, the citizen is walking away.
Are you coming to me?
Yeah.
How's it going?
About your level of intoxication right now.
You're concerned about my intoxication?
You're a little hostile to strangers right now. I'm a little concerned about your level of
No,
intoxication.
not hostile at all.
And follow my finger with your eyes and your eyes only.
You're crazy, man.
No, I'm a police
Why don't
sergeant.
you back up and get on my space?
So, just want to check and make sure that you're not breaking the law by being under the influence of alcohol in public.
I think you need to get out of my face and stop approaching me.
So, based on some of your symptoms that you're showing me,
You can take your bullshit somewhere else. Stay away from me.
you're slurring your words in public, you're unsteady on your gait. I'm concerned that you might be under the influence of alcohol, unable to take care of yourself.
You're obviously concerned about a lot. You're making stops in unmarked cars. Do me a favor, keep your distance.
So I'm going to detain you now at this point because I believe that you might be intoxicated. You're not being rational.
Stay away from me. You have no probable cause for anything. I'm allowed to hold a video camera.
You are.
Okay?
But you're not
so
allowed to be
stay
drunk in
away
public.
from me.
You're not allowed to
I'm
be
not
drunk
drunk
in
in public, and you got no reason to think so. So get away from me.
I do. Like I said, you're hostile.
Get away from me.
You're slurring your words a little bit.
Get away from me.
Your gait's unsteady, and you're actively aggressing us.
Here is where police need a lot more training. Hypoglycemia and insulin shock. A person going into a low hypoglycemic state can appear to be drunk. They can sweat, talk confused, become disoriented, stumble, lose their bearing, become aggressive, and even feisty. Sometimes obscene or pass out. But they are not drunk. The brain isn't getting the nourishment it needs, and the person can't function. With that being said, police need to know the difference between a person being drunk or a person experiencing a diabetic emergency called hypoglycemia or insulin shock. This cop also stated that the cameraman's gait was not steady. Let's read this. An unsteady gait is a negative condition in walking that can be caused by disease or damage to the legs and feet, or to the nervous system that controls the movement necessary for walking. An unsteady gait may occur as a result of a temporary condition such as an injury or infection. So what's the point? The point is, this cop is simply using drunken in public to try and intimidate this cameraman. He doesn't want him there. Therefore, he never considered, is this a diabetic emergency or does the man have a condition that's causing unsteady gait? But as I mentioned earlier, pay attention to the camera. As the cameraman filmed, we saw that the camera was steady the entire time, proving that there was no unsteady gait.
I'm not actively doing it. I was walking away when you started walking to me.
So
it's all on camera.
If you are able to walk away and make it home safely, you can do so. If you continue to stick around,
Thank you for your permission.
then you'll be arrested for being drunk in public.
I was already walking away when you
All
pursued
right,
me.
have a nice day.
You too.
Point exactly. This cop never thought this man was drunken in public. He simply wanted to intimidate him to get him to leave so that the sergeant did not have to deal with him. I'm going to pass it to Cali Tito for a little background on this sergeant.
That sergeant very quickly made up something about the citizen being drunk, saying he was slurring his words and unsteady on his gait. The sergeant escalated the situation into something that looked like it was about to turn violent really quick. But if you remember, he's supposed to be in the violence suppression unit. That sergeant shouldn't be out interacting with the public in any sort of fashion if that's the way he acts. Fabricating probable cause on camera, attempting to escalate the situation to an unlawful and potentially violent arrest out of retaliation, all because this citizen was exercising his First Amendment rights. But after digging around a bit, I found him listed as a member of the Chico Police Officers Association in a photo posted on their Facebook, which doesn't surprise me at all after seeing the way he acts. That other officer that came to back up the sergeant is Officer Jack Diddy. He was sworn in as an officer with the Chico Police Department in 2013 and is also a member of the Chico Police Officer Association.
And this is how the Chico, California Police Department operates. Guys, make sure you go over to Cali Tito's channel. He has much more in-depth information on these tyrants and the way they're operating in California. Make sure you go over and subscribe. And also, I think you guys are going to love this. You guys have been asking, so I felt it was my duty to answer. I read all the questions in the comment section asking, why did I leave the police force? Did I ever turn in a bad cop? What were some of the worst things I saw as a cop? On my new channel, Cop Tales 236, I answer all of those questions and more. Make sure you go over and subscribe so that you can get all the behind the scenes stories and information that the police don't want you to know. The channel currently has one video, but I will be uploading 2 videos per week telling all that I know. Make sure you go over to Cop Tales 236 and subscribe. And also, guys, I'm going to be answering several questions on each episode of Cop Tales. So if you have a question, the link down below, click it, fill out the Google form, and submit your question to get a live response and answer. Make sure you know your rights, and also go subscribe to Cop Tales 236. With that being said, we the People University, signing off.